why I choose to spend thousands of pounds every single month on my own education in terms of programs, mentorship programs, roundtables, internationally and nationally, and why you should consider doing it too if you really want to elevate, propel to the next level faster than what you're doing right now. So just 3 years ago, I was skint, broke, had no job. I just really wanted to set up in business. I just didn't know how. So maybe you are in a place where you don't have the income that you necessarily want. You know there's more to life than what you're doing right now, and you know there's another way, but you just don't know how. Well, that was me too. Now, I made a commitment though, because I was a teacher for 10 years, and I can see firsthand the benefit of outstanding education because I was delivering it. We won a national awards for our teaching and learning that we're delivering. So I was like, right, now is the time that I'm going to step up and invest in my education, and maybe that's where you are right now too. Now, most people though will go to university for that next level stuff because they do what everybody else does. But how many of your friends, if you know people who've been to university, who actually have done something related to their degree? Not that many. So rather than invest like 40 grand in a degree which is not going to help you get success and make you so much money that you have so much choice to do whatever you want in your time, I was like, right, I'm going to use the money to invest in myself to elevate me to new networks, new communities, new ways of thinking, and help guide me to success from people who are 10 steps ahead of where I want to go. Now, 3 years ago, they weren't as much as I pay now because I didn't have the money to spend thousands and thousands and thousands every month. So I invested in the people that I could afford at the time. So it's not necessarily about afford, because I don't think you can afford not to if you want massive success. So I invested £25,000 3 years ago in mentorship programs and education. Fast forward to now, it's over £100,000. Why? Because as I'm earning more, I'm reinvesting to get me higher up. So the bigger people, let's say the people who are like £500 million worth, are billionaires, those people, for their time, cost more. It makes sense, doesn't it? If I want an hour of their time, it's going to cost me more than if somebody who's maybe a £50 million net worth. So I'm paying for their time, paying for their mentorship programs, paying for the coaching support because I want to be in their communities. Because what you'll find is, maybe where you are right now is when you're chatting to people about money, success, achievement, contribution, being the best version of you, the people around you actually don't get it and they'll try and pull you back to where they are. They don't want you to change because they like you, but they also like the lifestyle that you do right now. Do you want that? I don't. I'm committed to having an extraordinary life, and I want to bring people up to where we are. By you paying commitment, not only are you getting elevation, not only are you getting pulled up into new communities, you're also making that financial commitment to yourself so it gets stressful. You're like, I need this to work because I've invested in me. You've invested in you. So that's why I do it. So I commit, I say yes, I take action, and I know that money has been invested in me, so I know I've got to go and make it work too. So this is just cash. This is, the word currency is just a flow. Like, rather than squirrel this away and put it in the bank, and I'm going to leave it there as my savings, in a year's time, this is going to be worth less, okay? Why is it worth less? Because inflation has now made this reduce. So for me, I invest this into me because I know that I'm now going to get more knowledge, I'm going to have learned more so I can go and earn more. So I'm going to turn this is going to flow into a program, into a mentorship program or a course or some coaching. I'm going to get some tools. I'm now going to have some capacity to go and earn more. So this currency now flows back to me. Oh, wait a minute, I now earn more. I now reinvest this. I'm going to put some of this into assets which create cash flow. I'm going to invest more into my education and mentoring support. So therefore I learn how to earn more. I'm in a network where I can raise more. I get tools to show me how to be more wealthy. I put more of the money back in the assets which create cash flow. More flows in. Oh, wait a minute, it's compounding. I'm now going to put all of this into my education. So that's how I see it. Rather than squirreling every bit away like you get taught at school, save, a penny saved is a penny earned. No, it's a penny. So I'm going to put this not in the bank and save it and watch it all grow and watch it deflate over time. I'm putting it into assets, but I'm also putting it in the best investment, which is you. You will be elevated into networks which you may not have access to before. So my background, I was a teacher, my network was teachers, and I came from a working class stroke middle class background. So I had a poor network. What I now do is when I'm earning money, I'm buying and paying myself into networks of higher net worth investors, higher net worth people who have like £500 million, £1 billion of high net worth. So for me, the language that's in that community, the network in that community, the ideas is much bigger than where I come from. Now, one of the things I got taught when I was a young person is money changes you. Money can make you change for the worse. Well, not at all. With financial literacy and knowing that the more you earn, the more you invest in yourself, and then the more you give back to the community, and the more you invest in assets, with that new financial literacy, it's amazing. The people who tell me that having wealth and creating cash flow is bad, it's because typically they're poor. So, think of the next one. Not only is it raising your network, it's raising your knowledge, and so you're going to learn from people who are higher, more successful than you in terms of what you want to do. You mirror and you follow a proven system. And also when the chips are down, when you've got the challenge, you've got somebody to speak to who's been there, done it, and they can bring you up. As you'll get more success, you will find the problems only get bigger. Now, the people who can't cope with problems will stay poor. They will stay broke because they can't cope with bigger problems. And that's okay, but if you have more emotional resilience, have more tools, because you're getting coached by people who have dealt with bigger problems, the problems that were big a year ago become so microscopic, you think, why was I even worried about that when I've got these bigger beasts to deal with? But because you've now got the skill to cope with them, they now become smaller, and as you get bigger, the problems get bigger, but it just becomes part of the way. But if you can deal with that, and you can deal with big amounts of money, it becomes easier to make more money. Over the past 12 years, I've been mirroring and watching the habits of highly successful people, and I've broken the top 3 habits of property millionaires and millionaires, and it's in the video right there. Go watch it, take notes, and mirror it too.